Hey, I apologize for my kind of disheveled appearance. Usually I brush my hair before I make a vlog, but today I just don't have the energy. This is an autism vlog, and I had to sit down and spontaneously do it while I'm experiencing something that does affect my behavior, and you will see my behavior change during this vlog at some point. Too much info, but it's kind of important to what I'm blogging about. I started my monthly female thing, and I'm having a lot of cramping issues, so that's what this is about. Because, you know, parents, your daughters, you know, whatever their physical gender is, you know, if your daughter is physically female but presents as male, they're transgender or whatever, you know, if they're still going to be menstruating and they're autistic and on the spectrum, you need to know about this. I'm talking in between cramps. They are muscle contractions, so they come in waves, for me at least. I don't know how it is for everybody else. But today I am having issues with a sense called proprioception. And what that is, it's kind of the sense that makes you aware of like where your body parts are in space without having to look at them and go, oh, my hand is over here, oh, my hand is over here. My proprioception can vary, and it seems like when I'm approaching that time of the month, my proprioception, it kind of goes down, and I get clumsy, and I do more sensory seeking stims, like I'm squeezing my thing really hard, and usually I just kind of do like this, but I am squeezing it really hard, like I want to kill it. I mean, it's a beanbag, you know, so I'm just squeezing it. So that's why you see my hands moving. I'm not like diddling myself, okay? But, you know, proprioception is what lets you close your eyes and like do things like clap your hands. Now mine is off, so usually people, they can still clap their hands like this just fine with their eyes shut. Now I'm gonna scramble up my hands so I don't know where they are, because I really don't. I know my arms are up, but I can't feel where my hands are unless I move them. So now I'm going to do this with my hands. I'm going to move my arms so I don't know where my hands are. You see how I missed? You see how I missed? Usually people can just go like this with their eyes shut. But my sense of where my hands are is not there. And so, you know, I will assume like really weird body postures just to kind of have a sense of where my hands are, because when I lock my joints, you know, I can feel where they are. So I can like feel the joint positions in my hands, you know, my ankles and my feet, and you know, all those joints you can bend and lock into place. So I might be sitting doing nothing, and I'll look down and I'll feel my hand, and I'll look and it'll be like this. And it's just, my body's just seeking that deep sense of, where am I in space? You know, I'm even having trouble kind of being aware of where my head is. I know it's on my shoulders because I can see my body in my peripheral vision. I can see like my hands on the arms of my chair, and I can see this blue thing, and I can see my environment. But if I was in a dark room, I would have no sense of where I even was in space. I'm not kidding. It's really a weird thing. But another thing that's going on, and my speech is probably going to start to degenerate here, is that I know I'm shutting my eyes, but it's helping me think. Ow. Sorry, it's just real bad. Ow. Okay, I'm going to try to keep talking so that I can explain what my body is doing. right now with this pain because my body's doing really weird things. What's happening is I'm aware of what's causing the pain, so that's probably why I'm not so freaked out by it, because I know it's a normal thing. If it was an ear infection, it would be a different story. I'd be in a complete panic over it, because that's not normal. But I know this is normal, so it's just, I just deal with it. You know, you just gotta put your sunglasses on and deal with it. But, you know, I feel the pain in the right place where women feel the cramps, you know, in your butt, in your pelvis, and in your stomach, and in those areas. But I'm also feeling it diffusely throughout my whole body. And it's going down now. I had a wave come up and now it's going down. You can see my speech change. You can hear it. There's a difference. And what happens is I'll get the initial cramp and I know it's coming, and then the pain, it kind of goes all over my body, like all over my whole body. But then it will settle in weird places, like in my eyebrows, in my elbows, in my triceps, and in my ankles, and in my knees, you know, in just weird places. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I can find my body. But then it goes away again. But what happens when there's pain is that it's like there's this giant rave party going on in my brain. And all the signals are trying to go through all this noise. The pain is all the noise and the music and the lights and stuff. And so it's like you're at a party and you go and yell at the guy across the room, you know, hey, do you want to order some pizza? What? Do you want to order some pizza? Huh? Do you want to order some pizza? I can't hear you. Let's go outside. You know, my brain is doing that. So when I have a wave of pain, it's like all my senses are doing that. They're not connecting to where they should connect. I still see just fine. My vision seems to be unaffected, but my other sense, I have to kind of think about it. That's my air conditioner behind me, by the way. But I have to sit and think about what that sense is telling me. Like, I know this is my beanbag, you know, but if you were to hand me something hot and hand me something cold, I might be able to tell them apart, but then again, I might not. I might have to actually look and go, okay, this is ice, and this is a hot potato. You know, I might have to actually look to figure out which one is hot and which is cold. Or I have to think about, wait, is this hard or soft? You know, it might happen in like a split second, but the normal sensory interpretation, I think it's like milliseconds. It's like instant almost. And with me, it's like I have to think, I have to remember, okay, soft, hard, wet, dry. I have to remember that. And the same with hearing. I have to think, that's my dad's voice. Now what is it saying? That's my mom's voice. Now what is it saying? And so I'm slower to interpret sensory input. Smell and taste are not so bad, but it seems like touch and hearing, they get really messed up. And I think the reason, like I said, that I'm not freaked out is that I know this is a normal thing for my body to do every month. You know, I'm a woman. Women get periods. They happen. They're not just punctuation. Oh, here comes another one. You almost think I was in labor, but that would be quite an immaculate conception. Oh, well, no, wait, that's Mary, not Jesus. Jesus was conceived by the Holy Spirit. Mary was just conceived without sin. Anyway, Catholic talk. But now my senses, now they're starting to cross up again. They're starting to get all screwed up. Even my ability to speak. I know what I want to say, but I can't get it to come out. My mouth does not want to say the words that are in my brain. I have to work. I have to work like I'm pushing a car up a hill to get the words to my mouth and get them to come out. And they may not even come out in the tone of voice that I want them to. You hear that? You hear that? Oh, I hate this. Oh my god. Oh. parents, you know, if you have children on the spectrum, and I'm stimming, I don't care. I'm gonna stim, I need to stim. You know, if you have daughters or a biologically female child, they're gonna have periods, and they may have behavioral changes as they get premenstrual, and then, you know, when they start their period, you know, I get a lot of food cravings, my sleeping habits change, I can get aggressive, like I will get angry, just like boom. I mean, I get angry pretty quick already, but I mean with this, it's just like, you know, just instant anger at things that I know are not logical to be angry about. And also, there may be issues where you cannot find homeostasis. Either you're way too hot, or you're so cold you can't stand it. I'm going through both of those extremes this month, and it's really annoying. I have my air conditioner on, but on a lower setting than I usually have it, because if I let my room get too cool, I start to shiver, but if I let it get too warm, I get sweaty, and it's gross. Another thing is, there might be more sweating, especially under the arms. That's disgusting, but it's kind of normal. You know, around that time of the month, it's kind of normal for you to get sweaty a lot easier in those places. And you might gain some weight, or you might lose some, I don't know. I go from 77 pounds to 80 pounds, and then I go back to 77 after my period. And the boob pain, you don't think I've got any boobs, but I do. I can sure find them when I have ant flow, period. Ugh. I can sure find them. You know, they get big. This is as big as they get. I don't know if you can even tell I got them. But anyway, yeah, that's just, we need to do this again. But I just kind of wanted to teach you a little bit about this while it was happening, so you could see it instead of just hearing me talking about it. Because, I'm gonna submerge again. The rave party is getting loud again, so it's hard to say what I want to say over the noise. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this and leave you to interpret it how you want. But I hope this was educational, you know, especially for parents and also other autistic people who may not be aware of this and they have this happening. You know, it's not unusual for your sense of pain to get weird and feel it in weird places, and maybe you can't tell where exactly it's coming from. You know, that's kind of an autism thing. And it's just an issue with sensory processing, and it can make it hard for you to tell a doctor where it hurts. But I think the only really frustrating thing about that is it may be hard for you to make a doctor believe something hurts. And, you know, I have not personally had that problem, but I have read from people who have. And my brain doesn't want to work. I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to make this like an educational vlog, and I'm sitting here like, I can't talk. But I expected this. So, yeah, this one is not going to let up, so I'm going to turn this off because I might throw up. I think I'm going to throw up, so I'm going to close this. Bye.